presentation speaker is Marisa. Come on up here. Tell them about your story. Good morning, everybody. How are you all? So I put together a presentation at his request. I'm a stage 4 stomach cancer patient. A few people that know me this morning said I look good. Somebody actually said your legs look good. Only, I loved it. I'm looking at you, Jason. I love that comment. It's borderline sexual harassment, but I loved it. I thought it was, only cancer patients can talk to each other like that and not sue each other. So I try to go fast simply for the sake of time to respect all the speakers. So you can see right there the list of contents that I'm going to be covering. And if I don't get to something, my contact information is available in the booklet you received today. My name, by the way, is misspelled. So if you look for me on Facebook, in the Facebook private group for stomach cancer patients, or on Messenger is Ajdelman. So feel free to contact me anytime. Okay, so this is a little bit about who I am. And in the booklet that you all received this morning, if you don't have one, go pick one at the front. You can read a little bit about me, a little bio. My accent is from Argentina. I'm bilingual, and that has come in handy to support actually some newly diagnosed patients that don't speak great English and are having challenges communicating with their medical teams and making really tough decisions about their care. I live in the Bay Area, in Alameda, which is across from San Francisco, with my husband Rob and my 13-year-old son Joshua. And the picture right there that you can see from May 4th of this year, I think it's very important for patients like us to have short-term milestones so that you wake up every morning thinking that you need to fight for something that is attainable. For me, that was my son's bar mitzvah. We are Jewish, so he reached the age of 13. So when I was first diagnosed, I was wrongly staged 4. And the first thing I said to my oncologist was, oh, by the way, I may use here and there some foul language, so please bear with me. I'm stage 4 cancer patient, I can do that. So live streaming, it's YouTube, you can do anything on YouTube. So I said, oh shit, I'm not going to make it to the bar mitzvah. And that was 2.5 years ago. I was given 6 to 9 months. I'm standing right in front of you. And today I'm feeling great. So, yeah. So, thank you. The message is, have a goal, set a milestone. When you reach that milestone, set the next milestone, and keep living, and keep fighting. And I made it, and I danced at his bar mitzvah with my oncologists and my surgeons who were invited. Okay? So this is, I'm not going to cover this in detail. This is my cancer journey, and I encourage you to build a slide like this if you want to tell your story. You are going to be amazed at what you have accomplished on your own cancer journey. Caregivers can do it too. Of course, the color red signifies that was a bad, bad day. And the colors green, it's, I'm currently NED again. For those of you, I hope everybody knows NED means no evidence of disease. I don't like the word remission, and doctors don't like it either, so I've adopted NED. But as you can see, I was first stage 4, downgraded 3B. I've had 4 surgeries, including the big one. I like to say to people when I first meet them, if you put a flashlight behind me, you can see through. There's nothing in there. So I've had a recurrence. I did everything right, but I had a recurrence that's very common with women. I had a Krukenberg tumor in my ovaries, so they are gone too. But seemingly I don't need them. So it's all good. And you know, you just keep living. So that's my journey. Now, this is how I feel most mornings when I wake up. I'm seeing Guy not there. Do patients in the room, hopefully those on live stream, feel that way? Because, yeah, you feel that way? Those words are very familiar, right? Every day. Do you feel like a ticking bomb? Because I am in remission, that doesn't mean anything. I'm a ticking bomb any day now, right? So that's how I feel. But this is how I like to think. Okay? These are key words for me. Strength, focus, support, cope, determination, adapt, constantly adapt. Education, you need to stay educated. You are your #1 advocate. Not even the caregiver sitting next to you today should be as educated as you should be. You need to be your own best advocate. That's the reason I'm alive today. And change, you need to be willing to adapt and change constantly, because actually we'll have doctors today talking about new techniques, new therapies. You need to understand them, and you need to be educated and be ready to adopt them as necessary to survive. So let's talk about what works for me, and I want to highlight this works for me. I'm not preaching for you to do what I do. I'm telling you what works for me. We are all different, we are all unique cases. Even the same stage 4 is different for every person. So first, I'm very independent. I'm here alone today. I flew yesterday. I'm flying back home today. I don't have a caregiver with me. I move around. I drive to all my appointments, many of them by myself, because my husband is self-employed, so every hour that he works, he makes money to pay for medical bills. So it's very important that I'm independent, and I try to stay that way. I trust my instincts. So if I'm not convinced that something is right for me, I fight like hell. I challenge all my doctors. When I walk in, they roll their eyes, but I'm alive. I educate myself constantly. I think it's one of the things Aki likes about me. I challenge myself and I challenge others, like I said, especially my doctors. I think Sam and Yanghi, Dr. Wu and Dr. Klemner are getting a little bit of a taste of that through emails. I seek support, but I also give support. I think it's important, if you're taking, you need to give back. It's not all about I know that, it's really easy to get into victim mode. I have cancer, stage 4 cancer, I was given just a few months, and I don't have a stomach, and I'm in constant pain. Give back. It will be so rewarding, and it will show in your spirits, in your strength. I set goals, which I spoke about earlier. So my son bar mitzvah came and went. Now I'm trying to figure out what's the next goal. So some people said to me, college graduation. And I look at them and I'm like, I'll be dead. So I'm thinking more like just maybe middle school graduation next year, maybe high school graduation. I don't want to overachieve and underdeliver. I don't give up. And I stay positive and hopeful. Every morning I wake up in pain. I was sharing with some people in the table this morning. Every morning I wake up in pain. That doesn't mean I'm not hopeful. I hope so that I can cope. That's what I tell my friends, my family, my doctors. It's really important to stay positive, and this is a quote I really like, so I thought I would share it with you. It's against all logic. I was told that I was stage 4, that I had peritoneal disease, all kinds of things that actually were not true. The reason I'm alive today is because I actually sought a second opinion. The one thing I do the most is tell people, go get that second opinion. We are running out of time, so I'm going to rush through the next few slides. It's just a couple more. This is my wish list, my hope for, what happens with stomach cancer, that we get more attention, more focus. It's a rare cancer in the US, but it's not a rare cancer worldwide. More research, novel therapies. I highlighted a few words. We need personalized therapies, we are not all alike, and I hate to be treated like the patient before me and the patient after me when I go to see my doctors. I engage in a lot of advocacy, research, and I do a lot of activities that hopefully will result in existing therapies overseas to come to the US and novel therapies to be developed here for us. And finally, I want to leave you with a positive feeling, which is a positive message, which is, do basically the best that you can to live every day to the max and live with hope, for a pain-free, high energy and stable tomorrow. Stable is a key word. That's the presentation. Please approach me if you have questions during the breaks. I'm here through the end of the day before I fly back. And if not, please look me up on Facebook or Messenger. I'm connected with many of you here, and I'm happy to help however I can. Thank you.